So this one is quite interesting, and the reason why I say it's quite interesting is because there's a lot of research going on currently on whether this is an efficient tactic or not, or should employers take it more seriously when they see people mention gaming experience in their CV, which personally I believe they should. I'm also a gamer and I'm quite proud of some of my achievements. From here to recommending you to always post your gaming experience in a CV is quite a long way to go. Why? First of all, very much depends if the role that you're applying for requires the core competencies that you exhibit through your gaming experience. So, for example, if you're applying for a technical project manager and you're an expert at Minecraft, yes, I would definitely say to mention that in your CV, especially if you apply for companies such as AWS, because they're more likely than not, the recruiters are likely to understand what this thing means. Or very important here to properly word your gaming experience in such a way that it touches directly on the core competencies required for the role. Leadership is something that your gaming experience quite a representative thing, and if you do have experience leading teams of gamers successfully, to some extent at least, yes, definitely I would be quite serious when it comes to mentioning in your CV, again with the condition to properly word it. And if you have the chance, try to discuss with the specific recruiter beforehand. Try to see if there's someone who's into these things. Try to look up their online profiles to see are they gamers, maybe, because if they're gamers, that's definitely to your advantage. So usually speaking, especially for IT roles, gaming, if you are good at gaming, can play quite a significant role in the application process, right? So if you have a successful career side thing as a gamer, and you're applying for a company at which recruiters or the hiring team understands the value of gaming, then yes, I believe it's a great idea. And I actually had a case where I coached someone with a lot of gambling experience. He used to be a professional poker player, and you could tell by their answers. And I honestly do believe that made a difference in their interviews. Those leadership skills acquired by being a professional poker player could show in the actual job interview. Now, what I would be very careful of here, I mean, okay, you mentioned these things in your CV, that's fine. You mention it as a hobby, that's fine. But what you should be really, really careful here is using your gaming experience to answer interview questions. So if your gaming experience is not at the professional level and is not a core competency for the job, which more often than not is not, be very skeptical of using your gaming experiences to answer questions, because when someone's in a presumably corporate environment or in a business environment ask you a question, they are looking for a professional experience. And more often than not, that's not from your gaming experience. So stay away of employing too much of that experience, even if that sounds quite appealing to you, which would be only just normal. I mean, why would you be a gamer if you don't enjoy it? So there's a big difference between subtly mentioning that in your CV and showcasing yourself throughout an interviewing process. So this is a very different thing. Again, I would even use my gaming experience when applying for senior management roles, so long as my gaming experience is relevant, touches upon leadership skills and management skills and managing teams of people and managing them successfully, especially if you have great achievements here. So it does matter, but it's very, very important that you word it properly. And again, I'm talking about high-performing companies. If you're applying for a company that doesn't pay well, I don't think that would be an asset. Honestly, I don't think, because that would be, those companies are looking very much into hiring people that are not necessarily high performers. And the gaming is something that it's, all or nothing in most cases. Either you win, either you lose. So that's why I would just use it for high-performing companies, right, where it makes the most sense. Also, I've heard of people doing A/B testing. So if you could apply multiple times relatively quickly, try to maybe have a CV that uses your gaming experience and one that doesn't, right? Apply with the first, apply with the second, see what type of success do you get, see if this is a factor in the application process. But more often than not, for IT roles, for high-performing companies, yes, I would definitely encourage you to use your gaming experience if, of course, you have a significant amount of it. So if you have some achievements there. So hopefully this is useful information. If you want to support the channel, please add your comments with your interview outcomes in the comment sections of the videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching.